Okay, shalom, shalom, kwam yasha'Allah, kuhaloyim la Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bahashim Hakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. I just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawaf. It's coming at you with another quick lesson before camp. Seeing this article earlier, and it says this bank right here basically is shut. It's pretty much the first U.S. bank to pretty much fail in 2024, right? So it says U.S. regulators just announced the first bank failure of 2024. The FDIC says it has stepped in to protect $6 billion in assets and $4 billion in customer deposits at Philadelphia bank-based Republic Bank. The assets will be immediately handed over to Fulton Bank, a former rival that's also located in Philadelphia. Republic Bank's 32 branches in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and New York will reopen as branches of Fulton Bank on Saturday for branches with normal Saturday hours or on Monday during normal business hours. This evening and over the weekend, depositors of Republic Bank can access their money by writing checks or using ATM or debit cards. Checks drawn on Republic Bank will continue to be processed, and loan customers should continue to make their payments as usual. The failure follows last year's high-profile collapse of Silicon Bank, Signature Bank, and First Republic, which are among the biggest bank failures in American history. The FDIC expects the failure of Republic Bank to cost about $666 million. Damn. Okay? 667 million, which will be deducted from the FDIC's bank-sponsored deposit insurance fraud fund, Slovakia. Concern about the health of the banking industry at large has persisted this year, triggered by fears over the industry's exposure to the troubled commercial real estate market and unrealized losses on U.S. treasuries. See? So, overall, this place is falling, man. You know? It's falling from every area. Now, I seen a comment. Let me see. There was a comment this person had pretty much the conspiracy, so to speak. Oh man, that boy was right at the top. They probably got rid of his shit. Yeah, they probably got rid of that guy's because he was going into it. He was going off into the strategy. I forgot what it's called too. I should have took a damn screenshot. But he was going off into a strategy that they use to collapse governments. Yeah, they probably got rid of his comment because it was the very first one at the top. Yeah, they done got rid of this guy's comment. Damn. Let me see. Slovakia. Okay, so I couldn't find this comment, but this is a one of those ones too that we hear quite a bit. This person says there's only one man who can stop what's coming. Trump, 2024. And see, these people put all their chips into these people as if the Lord is not running these people. Let's get Proverbs 21:1. They don't understand that it's the Lord that's creating their demise. For real. They don't get it. And it's gonna hit them over the head like a ton of bricks, man, which is gonna be beautiful. And the Lord is gonna laugh at their sudden calamity, man, because that's what's happening to America. It's really moving faster than I thought. You know, for real, it's moving faster. But we pray for the hastening of our Lord to come, man. Proverbs 21:1, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. See? So the Lord is in control of Trump. He's in control of Biden. He's in control of Putin. He's in control of the president of North Korea, South Korea, and any other leader that's in the world. So the Lord is turning the tides the way that he wanted to go. But you have these people that's off into these comment boards, and I see it all the time. The only man that can save, I work with these people. I work with these Edomites, man. Old ass Edomites. From the biker gang Edomites to the, you know what I'm saying, the ones that's just uppity in their suit and tie. They're all the same people, just with, different little styles, so to speak. But they all believe that this guy Trump is going to bring them out of the bullshit, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You know, the Lord has already set a bound for America, and it can't go no further. The scriptures talks about that. The Lord got a bound set for this man. He can't go no further past his time. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much overall, it's a wrap, man. But let me get this too. Ecclesiasticus 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. See, we're watching the fall of our enemy. You know you're clearly falling when, I mean, just look at the state of the place. If you were to walk, say if America was like a house, or say, for instance, let's say America was a restaurant, right? You walk in, and before you even get in, you know what I'm saying? You seeing, you know, it's trash and shit around the door. Parking lot is all fucked up, potholes and shit. You know, you get to the door, the glass door is all dirty and dusty and shit. You can barely read the signage on it. Then once you get off on the inside, it's got this extreme stench. It just smells. Now you're starting to see flies and shit flying around. Then you're starting to see rodents and shit running along the corners of the wall and fucking roaches and shit. And then you thinking like, hey, there's no use in me sitting down at the table because I know that I'm not gonna get a good quality meal. There's no telling what's gonna be in the soup, so to speak. and that's pretty much America. It's falling to that point. It's like, you know, it's a disgust to the planet. People are really just, you know, pretty much they're getting in where they fit in, they're getting their little money and they jetting up. That's what a lot of these other nations, you know. But this place is through. There's no coming back for America. And it is from an elite standpoint. Yeah, they're breaking this bitch down. But we understand that the elite, they're ran by the Lord. And he got them in a trick bag actually thinking that they're doing something on their own. But it's really the Lord that's got them doing what they're doing, man. No one is just running around out here. Let's get that Proverbs. No one is running around out here just doing what they want to do. Everybody is in place, playing their part in this movie that the Lord created, man. From the beginning of time, man. Proverbs 20:24, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? So everybody that got up, they got their little cup of coffee. Some person might have had a tea. Some people might have had, you know what I'm saying, some raw sugar in it, some white sugar. Person might have put, you know, a little bit of honey in their shit. All that was orchestrated by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai long ago. That's why the scriptures talks about how the Lord's understanding is infinite. This little understanding that people be having, you know, this wisdom of the world. You got these people out here that I scored the highest of my SAT scores, and I'm this brilliant person, you know, by Esau's line of thinking. And they're just so goddamn smart that they stupid as hell. You so smart that you don't understand that there's a higher being that's running the planet that created these things. It's just out of it, giving you this Big Bang Theory bullshit. Niggas came from monkeys bullshit. Like, how could, and these are the people that's running the world. I mean, that's average. You know, a person is not that damn stupid. Here you go. You done went to school. You got all these, you know, acronyms in the front and the back of your name. PhD this, you know, doctor this, whatever. And you thinking of silly shit like that. But these are the people that's running the earth. And this is Teeman's wisdom, man. And that's why the Lord he basically taunts them about their wisdom, man. They don't have no wisdom. This place is through. And there's no coming back. All that make America great again shit. And these people don't understand that if Trump were to win, which I'm not even sure, man. You know, me speaking as a man, he more than likely will. But either way, it's not going to make no difference. Him or Joe Biden, it's not going to make any difference. America's still going to be nuked. America's still going to be burnt with fervent heat, man. and the money collapse part of it, it's little stuff that you see like this right here. This right here just goes further off into what's next. What's next? We already know what's next. This revelation is coming. This is what it's all boiling down to when it comes to that money. Esau going to try and play cleanup game. They already losing on every level. Revelation 13:16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. You know, these banks are terrible as is. Banking is not what it used to be, man. and some of these, you see, like this new generation, they don't even understand what banking was at all. They just, you know, everything is digital, everything is directly deposited, you know. They don't know how to, matter of fact, this new generation, they don't even know how to write in cursive, so they can't even put a signature on a check like how you used to do. I can remember back in the days, you walk into a bank, you know, you stand in line, and had little center point where, you know, they had the pens and, you know, your deposit slips and savings slips, and you write out what you want to write out. But, you know, when you had your check in hand, you wrote out on the back of the check your name, which was your signature. This new generation, they just putting down X. Marks the spot, basically. They don't know how to write in cursive. They don't know how to write their name in cursive. Hell, some of them probably don't know how to do it just handwriting, just regular print. But those are the things you used to do. You walk up, you was able to sit down and talk with somebody about, you know, certain things, you know, certain aspects of banking, you know, investing into CDs and whatever the case may be, your savings, how much your percentage you was going to get, you know, and all these things. I remember all that stuff, man. I can remember going to the bank, you know, and just, yeah, I would like to take this amount out, but I would like to put this amount in my savings. I would like to have this amount in my checkings, you know. There used to be, you know, banks was kind of like fighting for your deposits. They was fighting for your business. Now it's not like that. You know, people just get their check in direct deposit, and it's and they able to just look at it on an app on their phone, and then they can go and just tap pay. Never even touch cash. Never even go to the bank, because some banks you can't even get a deposit out of. As far as walking in, they don't have money on deck like that no more. You can get money from the ATM machine. But walking to the counter, some of these banks, they done got rid of all that. You walking to the counter like, oh yeah, I would like to, get 300 out of my checkings account or some shit. Like, nah, they not passing you no money or no counter in a lot of these places, man. So the banking has already been built to a digital platform to the point where everything is digital already, and you have the newer generation, they used to it. It's the older generation that, you know they kind of phasing out. They kind of dying out off anyway. I think that's what had to do with, you know, a lot of that COVID-19 when they had everybody rolling up their sleeves and all these old people started to drop. Get rid of a lot of them. Because they're pretty much focused on the new generation. They're not focused on someone, you know, of my age range. They're focused on your children. See, what's that scripture that talks about training up a child any way he should go? And when he is old, he will not forget it. That Proverbs 22:6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it. So they're training your children with the digital things. See? These children don't know nothing about no landline, which wasn't that long ago as far as a phone. You know, you had a phone that was hooked into your house. There was a point where it was a one-way. Then it came out with a two-way. And then it came out with it. You know, you can have a third person calling in. You click, you know what I'm saying, go over and, you know, tell somebody to hold on. I'm going to click over and kick it with somebody else for a minute. You know, that goes with the landline. Then next thing you know, what did they come with? The cordless phone. Then next thing you know, what did they come with? The cell phones, pagers, beepers. Then everything just kind of escalated. It's the same thing with the money. When credit cards came out, credit cards are not that old, not like that, you know. I think the credit cards, you know, I think they kind of touched down in like the 70s, 1970s. And a lot of people were skeptical. They didn't know what it was, you know what I'm saying? Or plastic. What is this, you know? But then credit cards caught on. Same way everything else is, you know, when you first seen the phone, people wasn't catching on like that. It was just like, you know, with this tap pay and shit. You wouldn't imagine back in the days. Matter of fact, not even like, especially like 20 years ago, you wouldn't have thought that it would have caught on like how it caught on. But guess what? They forced it. They made it to the point where you had no choice but to adjust. That's what it was. Now, I can remember when they was accelerating it quite a bit. And say, like, for instance, the phone. The only reason why they still have landlines, you know, as far as, because you can still get a phone just plugged into your house. It's rare. People still got them, though. Shit, I ain't seen one in I don't know how long, decades, hell, damn, you know. But the reason why they was trying to clearly get rid of it all, but the reason why they couldn't is because the government was telling them that, hey, if you do that, there's a lot of elderly people that would be, you know, disadvantaged, so to speak, because they wouldn't be able to call 911. Because they, it's a lot of older people, they just don't know about the cell phone. I got an uncle, he should know. Because I can remember telling my dad back in the days, he's an older gentleman. I'm like, hey, well, man, you got to get onto some of this new technology because, you're going to, they're going to get rid of, a lot of stuff, So he ended up catching on shit. He's great with the computer and all that stuff. Now, I got one of my uncles. He's just, he got one of them old ass AARP flip phones. And I'm like, man, they're going to get rid of all that shit at some point, You got everybody doing everything for you when it's shit that you should know yourself. I got a cousin. Motherfucker, man, he had me so pissed. This was recently, too. You're like, I'm like, well, damn, bro, his girl that put him out, woman that put him out, dead of the night, cold as hell, slushy snow. And, he came to stay for a while, and I'm like, well, damn, bro, she got him at home watching kids and shit. I'm like, well, damn, bro, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like you looking for jobs or you going online, putting in applications. You're like, I don't know how to do none of that. I'm like, huh? What the fuck you talking about? I said, well, you got a cell phone, right? Oh, all I know how to do is go on YouTube. And he's fairly a younger guy. He don't know nothing about no phone. I said, well, damn, you know how to go on YouTube, but you don't know how to, just Google something? What's Google? I'm like, boy. So, anyway, though, but this is what it's all really boiling down to. They're focused on the children. Let me get that again. It says, train up a child in the way he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it. So when you see these children in these strollers in Walmart with a tablet in front of their face, they already know what's up. They're going to be the ones that's going to go and get this chip. They're going to get that MOTB. And see, they got to crash this dollar. They got to crash this money. They got to, change the way banking is done, so to speak. They're going to get rid of all this shit. Next thing you know, they're going to be like, we had a blackout. They're already talking shit about, let me get this too. They're already talking, they're implanting or they're planting this seed within the people that China or Russia is going to attack the infrastructure and we're going to have a blackout, so to speak. They're already, pushing that shit. I've seen the FBI director, Ray, he been talking about that as of late. Okay, so if you got all this information and you got all this evidence that that's what they're about to do, what are you doing about it? See? So you have to really understand who you're dealing with. Esau's about to get down out here, man. 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We're not ignorant of the fact that this man is orchestrating all this shit, but we do know that it's by the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. The Lord got them playing right into his hands. There's nothing they can do about it. They're going to do exactly what the Lord wants them to do. They can't get around their boundary. The end of their world is beginning, man. Let me get that. I'll end out here, Yahweh Ratazah. Second Esdras 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first on the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And Esau is the so-called white man. What this is speaking on is this is the end of his age. This is the end of the society that he's going to run. He's never going to be in power anymore. So his power structure is about to be broken. And what? Jacob, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're going to be next. You're going to be on top. They're going to be on the bottom. There's going to be an everlasting kingdom with Yahweh Shai when he comes. And we're never going into captivity again. We're never going to have to get up at 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, and go clock in for one of these clowns. Punch in, motherfucker, looking at you all, spying on you all day. Telling you when you can go to lunch. Telling you when you got a bathroom break. Telling you, we're not going to be working for these bastards no more, man. They're going to be working hardcore for us. That role reversal is going to be real fucking ill for their asses, man. It's not going to land pretty for them. It's not going to be a pretty situation for you damn Edomites, man. And the Lord going to pay y'all back double. That's the crazy part. The shit that you've been pushing out, and y'all can barely just stand just losing a job. Y'all lose a job, y'all go home. delete the wife, delete the kids, delete the dog, then delete your damn self. Y'all can't handle nothing. So double of what y'all gonna get in the kingdom, y'all gonna be some sad looking puppies, man. But y'all gonna get down. Y'all gonna go to fucking work. Y'all gonna get down for us, just like how we got down for y'all, man. And all those atrocities that you done, those things are being revealed in the last days now. You're starting to see all kinds of videos coming out on these people, you know, doing and the type of shit that they was doing to us during slavery, man. And still to this very day, still have us in their hands and running around talking about how free we are. And you niggas going out here to vote for Joe Biden because you're a damn Democrat. Just watch how, hey, look, man, y'all better get away from America in general. Let these crackers go vote for each other. Let them civil war against each other. And you better for damn sure not join this man's military, because it's not going to be a good look for you. You join that military, you're going to be fighting against the Lord, straight up. That's who your last World War III battle was really going to be against. The Lord, man. He's going to demolish your ass. You're going to be fighting against your very creator, man, that chose you. So with that, hey, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwam Yashala.